My granddad was born at 1914, February 6, and was one of 11 children. His family was very poor, and he only had 2 rooms in his house. One of them was his bedroom, and the other one was the kitchen. So you can imagine how crowded it would be at night. Throughout his childhood, he lived in a forest, so he would wake up very in the morning, around 3 a.m., to pick out the best mushrooms for his family. He knew this by reading a few notes or books about which mushrooms were poisonous and all. He also got a few small jobs here and there to earn a bit more money for his family as well. There was this one day when he was around 11 years old. His family couldn't afford a school for him, so he decided to walk to school and talk to the principal there. He then told the principal that he would work as hard as he could and not cause any trouble at all, so he could work there. The principal agreed, and since then he got an education. By the time he grew up, he went to university in Warsaw, which is the capital of Poland. There he learned electrical engineering and also worked for the Polish army, or joined the Polish army. Throughout the university, throughout those years there, Germany invaded Poland. And I don't know if he fought there or he was captured before he could fight. But all I know that he was captured by Germans and put in a German camp, prison camp. And then somehow he was transferred into a Russian prison camp, where he was told he was going to stay there for the rest of his life, and there's no point in trying to escape. But my granddad knew he was going to escape, and he wouldn't let those guards stop him. So throughout his 18 months there, he was planning an escape. I don't know when exactly, but throughout that time. He also made a few friends, 2 of them, and he was planning to leave at summertime, where it would be a little bit warmer. But the night before he left with his friends, a few prisoners tried to escape there as well, and they were caught and shot dead the next morning in front of in front of all the prisoners. This made his friends very anxious and worried, and they said, "No, we can't go now. We're going to be killed for sure." But my granddad thought the opposite. He said, "Well, the guards will not think that anyone would escape now after what they've shown us. Therefore, it's the perfect time to go." So finally, my granddad persuaded his friends to leave the prison, and it was around midnight or late at night until he jumped over the fence and hopped down south. And this is where he found a river and washed away his scent, so the dogs wouldn't find him. He then traveled a bit down the river and then went back up north where it's colder. This is because the Russians will think prisoners will escape south because it's warmer. Soon they were trying to find food, water, and all that basic survival things once they left the prison. One of the prisoners got shot dead by a farmer trying to find a chicken. And that's quite sad, but that's life. So once, over time, my granddad said his goodbyes to his other prisoner, his other friend, and he found a way of transport. This is by hanging underneath Russian trains, to get from point A to point B. And that happened, I don't know for how long, but until Germany attacked Russia. This made him think probably Poland are now allies with Russia, so he came out, and then he was accepted by the Russians. This was I don't know if he was flown or traveled by ship, I don't know, but he then went to the UK, where he was going to be trained as a pilot in the RAF, which is the Royal Air Force. I think he was trying to learn how to fly a Spitfire or something, but the war ended before he could actually fight in the battle. Soon, he met my grandmother in Oldham or Manchester, and they got married and they had a very nice life together. And this is where I am now, because my mom and dad are here, and so on. So this is basically the story of my granddad throughout World War II. Thank you.